Hi, I'm here with you today because I want to share something. Perhaps you've been feeling like deep inside there's something within you that is ready to burst, ready to come out, and there's something that's been stopping you. Or perhaps you are unwilling to create the success if that means that you have to do it like everybody else tells you instead of doing it the way you know is true for you. Or you have been scared to step fully, to create the success that you know, to step fully into your power because you feel like you're going to have to do it alone, or that you're going to leave those that you love behind. And this is what happens to all of us women who dare to create an amazing life. I call this the journey of the empowered woman. The empowered woman allows herself to be guided by her heart and not her fears. The empowered woman doesn't live in survival because she's fully trusting and she's in flow with life. The empowered woman knows how to ask for what she wants and allows herself to receive it fully. The empowered woman is wild, excited, and unapologetic, radiates herself to the world, and knows how to ask for what she wants. The empowered woman knows her truth and doesn't do things because others want her to do, but she honors herself, and she knows that when she honors herself, she honors others. She knows how to make decisions based on her truth and know what others expect of her. The empowered woman values herself, and she knows that she doesn't have to ask permission. She's unapologetic. Now, the making of this woman, that's the thing. The making of this woman, there's a lot that go behind the scenes. So I want to share a story. I grew up with a mother who is very ambitious and very successful. She had a career. She went to her office from 9 to 6. She had asked 3 kids. She had a husband, and she had a full life. And, I remember when I was a girl, she would come from work and, she looked exhausted. She was irritated. She would yell at us if anything was out of place. She just couldn't deal. There was so much pressure for her. And I remember I would try to make sure that every time she came home, everything was tidy, everything was good, because I knew that there was so much on her plate. Like I felt that. I felt it. Now, my mother, what I've experienced as a girl, is a woman who was in her power, but was in plain survival. My mother was alone. My mother was doing this on her own. I never saw friends around her. I never saw any women who were supporting her emotionally, who were going, allowing her to feel and to share things. Like, I didn't experience that. But imagine for me as a little girl experiencing that. I admire my mom. I admire what she was, and she was successful. She was making good money. And yet, what I've experienced is that the way that her power was actually came with a big price, because she was, again, right? She was yelling, aggressive, and she would take, time out to sleep a lot because she was exhausted. She wasn't enjoying. She was having relationships in her life. My relationship with my father, I experienced, there was a lot of tumultuous emotions going on, and again, I didn't see her having that many friends, and that's what I've experienced a woman in her power was. Now, when it came to my turn to step into my power, all of those things came up, and I realized I started to create craziness in my relationships. I started to not being able to receive support from others because I wanted to do it on my own, and I didn't trust anyone. And everything was happening, and I just didn't know how to deal, and I felt alone. I was behind a computer creating my business. That's what I chose to create, and it was very isolating. And I was angry, and I was aggressive, and I was pushing through. But inside, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to do this alone. I wanted to have the success, I wanted to create the money, and I was doing that, but I didn't want to do it alone. It felt so alone. And I realized at that moment that I needed to share this with my friends. I needed to have women in my life who saw me. I needed to have women in my life who supported me, who reminded me of who I am when I forgot. Because it happens on this journey. Whether you're building a career, whether you're looking to create a family or to find the love of your life or have a successful business, any of those, life is going to happen. And what do you do? What do you do? We're not meant to do this alone. We are not. And I made sure to find a group of women who supported me through my life, through the journey of me becoming the greatest woman I know I was meant to be. And so, last year, towards the end of last year, we had a big loss in the family, and I was emotionally drained. And I felt there was so much going on inside that I was losing my strength. And God, universe, put in my path my women, the women I chose, my group of women. We actually got together in Seattle for 4 days, and it was so nourishing, and I felt so supported. And these women reminded me of who I am, the wild nature of who I am. They allow me to remember my power, and we nourish each other with the yoga by the falls. We share time together. We read each other's stories. We cooked together, and we felt completely nourished, all of us. So what I realized again is that I needed to share this with other women, because I know that whether you are creating your life the way you want it, whether you're doing a business, again, trying to find a career that fulfills you, or your dreams or desires, you're going for it. Our tendency is to go and push through, because that's what the ideas of power that we had. But the problem is that we isolate ourselves. And I'm here to tell you that we don't have to do it alone. We don't. Life is going to happen, and what do? You require that support. I require that support, and I know that if you're here, you also feel something similar. I see it. I see you. So I'd like to invite you to a journey of the empowered woman. And it is my honor to introduce you to this journey. This is for you if you're tired of feeling exhausted, if you're tired of feeling like you have to come up with everything on your own, if you feel lost and you don't know where to start, if you feel like, if you feel powerless and you don't know how or what being in your power truly is. And if you are ready to step up, and to open up, and to receive and give, and be seen at a whole new level, then let's get on the phone so we can create your most beautiful, powerful life. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye-bye.